Hey everybody, so today I'm going to make Dungeness crab with ginger and scallions, and I have this live fresh crab right here. I froze it up a little bit so that it doesn't move as much, and so we're going to have to kill this in a humane way. So I watched some videos, and the best way is to put some really strong blunt force right here where the abdomen is. So since I don't really have a corner to do it at, I'm going to use this cast iron and use this edge and hit it really hard right here, so hopefully it will die humanely as possible. So usually they bang it against the against the edge of the countertop, but here we go. Hopefully this kills it. 1, 2, and 3. And die. Alright, cool. Alright, it is dead since it is limp now. Cool, alright. That's the best way to kill the crab. And now that I killed it, drain it out a little bit. And, ooh. Okay, now, ooh. You see that it's dead. Now I'm gonna move this out the way, and I'm gonna take the shell off, the top of the shell. Alright, so, this is slimy. Anyway, so, this stuff you can actually keep right here, but if you want to eat it, they say it's really good and tasty, but it's got a lot of cholesterol and it's pretty salty, so let me get a spoon out and scoop all this stuff out into a cup. And drain some of this out right here. To the side. I don't need some of this water. Okay, things you don't eat, you can take off and throw it away, is the gills. So just kind of toss it away, take it off, peel it off and toss it. Okay. So I think I hit it too hard and I kind of cracked the shell, but that's okay. And another thing you don't eat is kind of like this part right here. So I'm gonna take this out and throw it away. Here's a close-up look of the crab right here. And here's the stuff that you can actually cook as well. It's delicious, but it's very high cholesterol. So now that you see all this crab up close, we're gonna cut off the parts we don't need that has no meat in there. We're gonna cut off this. There's not much meat in here. We're gonna take all these off, entire crab. These don't have any meat in them, so or it's not worth it to actually cook. So we're gonna cut all that off and toss it away. Actually, I like to use a big giant butcher knife. Makes it easier to cut open in between. Let me have it flat. Here we go. Cut the crab as joints. And then this is the giant meat portion of the crab. So you can cut this in half, like so. All right, cool. Okay. Make sure to wash all the crab so it's clean. Wash that. We're actually gonna cut this joint as well right here. To make it easier to open when you cook it, make sure to bang it open a little bit here and there. Makes it easier to open after you cook it. Next up, we're gonna need some green onions and some ginger. So I don't need this much ginger, so I'm just gonna cut off, let's see, this much. Alright, so I have some ginger, some green onion. I don't need the whole stack of green onion and ginger, so I'm just gonna cut off just this much. I'm gonna peel it, and I'm gonna slice into little bits. 4? I think 4 is enough. Wash it real quick. I don't need the ends. Cut that off. You can regrow these, by the way, but alright. The ginger gives it a little great aroma into the crab when you're cooking. Right before you cook, you make sure to get some cornstarch and you put on top of the crab, so it gives it a little thickening to it. There you go. Scallions, green onions, and we got some cornstarch on the crab. We're gonna get to the cooking part now. Is to make the sauce. So you need a cup of water. You're gonna add some cornstarch in there, and then you're gonna mix it. So you get cornstarch water. Add some sugar. Right here. So sweeten it up. So sugar, water, and add a little bit of soy sauce to it. So this is the sauce. So browner, a little bit more soy sauce. There you go. Cool. So this sauce will thicken it once you cook it. All right, we're here ready to cook. We have the fire on high, and we're gonna add a little bit of oil first. All right, a little bit of oil. Make sure to heat up the oil. Move it around. Once the oil's heated up a little bit, we're gonna throw in the ginger. Sound. So should be sizzling. Once you cook the ginger a little bit, then it's ready for the crab. And then you throw the crab in there. Move it around. You can add some of this, the mustard from when you cut the crab into it to give it a little bit of flavor if you want. Just cook it in there. I'm gonna steam it up for a little bit. So make sure it's cooked a little longer. And then after you do, I'm gonna add a little bit of water too, so it doesn't burn it away. Add a little bit of water into it. Get that smell, that ginger smell, cooking into it, infuse into it. After about 2 minutes of it steaming and cooking it, you're gonna add the green onions to give it the other flavor into it. That's good. I'm gonna throw that big old stack of green onions in here. I'm gonna wiggle it some more, cook it up. Alright. I like to add a little bit of cooking wine, so it gives it a little flavor. Cover it up again. Steam it a little longer. Grab that up. Make sure you also add a little bit of salt for some flavor as well. Sprinkle a little bit of salt in there. Add a little bit of garlic powder. Stir it up a little bit. If it's low on a little water, we're gonna add a little bit of the mix that we had earlier, which is some soy sauce, some cornstarch, and water. Throw that in here. Mix it in. Leave it off so that it'll cook it. Evaporate the water slowly. And once all this water is evaporated, it'll be pretty much cooked. You smell this delicious meal. Alright, a couple of finishing touches. Add some sesame oil. Give it a little extra flavor, extra smell, that fragrance. Stir it up a little bit. Alright. And one more time. Steam it a little bit longer. Alright. And to get ready, I'm gonna get a plate right here. Put it down. Alright. Alright. So total time to cook the crab will be about 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes on high heat. And a wok preferably. If you don't have a wok, something big and round so it doesn't, go around. And as long as you can cover up and steam it a little bit and covers up the crab, and it's good to go. So, voila. Look at it. Is it white inside? It's cooked. Yep. Okay. Here's my crab dish.